What's up YouTube, Eastern PA Fishing here. The date is March 17th. Once again, I'm about to head to the little delayed Harvest Creek and hopefully catch myself some stock trout before opening day. I have about a 40-minute drive ahead of me, and with that being said, these fishing videos are not always cheap for me to make. Gas is up to about $3 here in Pennsylvania now, so if you guys can, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There's a little notification bell next to the subscribe button. You should click that too, and that'll let you know when I have new videos coming out. Hope you guys all like the content. Eastern PA Fishing here. You know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. Whew. And we made it down to the creek that we're going to be fishing today. It is actually about 30 degrees colder than I thought it was going to be, so I am freezing my keister off right now. I have the same little ultralight Rapala minnow from the last video. Let's see if stock trout like the little tiny Rapalas too. So I wanted to walk downstream today, and I'm going to do that. Thought I would check out some of these holes upstream real quick. Probably not going to catch anything, but all part of the adventure. Oh, look at that. Someone's been cheating. There's power bait on the ground. This creek is actually lures only, so you are not allowed to use artificial bait here. It's like someone might have tossed that there in the woods. Maybe they saw a ranger coming. But yeah, that's the type of crap that I don't like. You know, what's the point of having special fishing regulations if people aren't going to follow them? It's one of the reasons why so much of the fishing here in Pennsylvania is so poor. It's because people just don't care. They'll just come here, they'll take fish, even though it's catch and release. They'll use power bait, obviously, even though it's lures only. It's a shame. I don't know why people do that. I guess some people just suck that much at fishing. Oh well. Alrighty, so last time I was here, I actually got a follow from this big pool. I didn't catch anything upstream, but a good thing to remember is where you saw fish, because chances are those fish are probably still there. At this point, these trout have seen quite a few lures. Might take a while to coax one of them out. Oh boy. Well, alrighty, looks like once again coming upstream was probably a waste of time, but I like to know what's going on in the creek, so I figured I'd venture up a little further. I'm gonna hit up a couple more deep holes. I'm gonna try to see if I can find another spot where they stocked. Obviously they stocked at the one spot all the way back downstream where I started today's adventure, but I haven't really seen any fish since then, so I'm figuring they probably might have not stocked upstream any further. Maybe they only stocked downstream. I feel like I should at least be seeing some fish. Well, absolutely nothing on the little Rapala jerkbait so far. I'm gonna switch out to a trout magnet just for a little bit, see if I can catch a fish real quick. This is the spot where I caught one last time, so hopefully we'll be able to pull that off again, and then we'll continue on with the adventure. Seems that people were definitely harvesting from here, even though it's illegal. There's just no way that there's absolutely no fish left out there. This is just crazy, dude. People are so corny. It's like, why would you harvest from a creek where it's not allowed? It's like, what's the point? Are you that desperate for a trout? It's kind of sad the way people act in Pennsylvania when it comes to trout fishing. It's just another form of fishing. People act like, oh my gosh, trout are so fragile. I always think it's funny when people are like, oh, you should use barbless hooks when you're catching wild brown trout. Well, here's the truth of it. Wild brown trout, even though they are wild here, doesn't mean they are native to the United States. Trout come from Europe, East Asia, and I think somewhere in Africa, actually. Brown trout, at least. But they do not come from the United States. Therefore, they are an invasive species. So when everybody is always like, oh my gosh, you should use barbless hooks, you're hurting those poor little trout. No, I'm not actually. Those trout are fine. Every single time I catch a fish, I handle it with care and always release it back into the water happy and healthy, unless it's a stock trout and I'm taking it home to eat. That is a completely different situation. Oh, I think I just had one on there. It's just running my mouth, not even paying attention. Alrighty, well, looks like somehow, even with catch and release regulations, this hole is pretty fished out. I think quite a few people are actually harvesting these fish. Well, it's been a pretty challenging day so far. I decided to walk downstream, see if we have any better luck down here. It's like a really deep hole. There's got to be something hanging out. See if I can get a good angle to fish this spot. Well guys, I was walking along and I actually found a little 3-inch bubblegum colored Berkeley trout worm. So I'm gonna use this for a little while. Hopefully catch myself a trout. Haven't used one of these in so long. They're just real hard to find around here. And plus the price went up since I've been making videos using these. Everybody in the world uses these little trout worms now. See if they'll work for us here today. Oh, didn't even realize it. We got one on there. First one of the day. Catch and release. So I'm gonna have to wet my hands. Water is super deep here. There we go. What? That is not a trout. Holy smokes. Yo, look at that. I caught a fall fish. You gotta be kidding me. Look at that. Holy smokes. Up there he goes. Well, that is a new species for me. Never caught a fall fish in my life. I didn't even know those were around here. That was pretty cool. Guess that's why we didn't feel him bite. But dang, there we go. New PB. I've never caught a fall fish in my life. Those guys are disgusting. Super slimy. Kind of just like a creek chub. Big creek chub. That's what they basically are. Alrighty, so the skunk has been beaten. Let's see if we can catch the first trout of the day. Gotta be something else other than just a fall fish hanging out there. Hopefully it's not a big old snag. Well, so far, nothing but a stinky, slimy fall fish. Gonna keep moving downstream. Hopefully come across some more fish. Oh, I had a bite. Didn't even realize it. These fish are biting really light. This is a hard little creek to fish. Look at all this stuff I have to walk through. And there's barely any opening to cast my rod at all. Looks like we got a little spot here. This water is so stained. I think there's a limestone quarry not too far from here. That's the reason why there's that weird blue tint to the water. Really hard to see down to the bottom. Can't tell how deep it is here. Well guys, nothing here either. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna head back upstream. Tough day. A little tougher than I thought it was gonna be. But that's why they call it fishing, not catching. We're gonna keep fishing, hopefully catch something. Stay tuned. Oh boy, just had a nice bite. And drive 40 minutes just for a little stinky fall fish. Alrighty, I guess I'm gonna go try one more spot with the Berkeley power worm. The original spot where I caught one last time. Then I'm probably gonna throw in a spinner, maybe come back down here. I don't know what to do, guys. I'm not catching anything. Well guys, it would seem that multiple people are probably harvesting from this creek right now. It makes absolutely no sense that there weren't any fish in all the spots that I checked today. See if I can get anything else to bite. Very challenging day, but that's trout fishing for you, especially when people aren't abiding the law and taking these fish. I'm almost 90% sure that's probably the case. Just got a couple bites, but I'm telling you guys, these fish are not playing easy to catch. I think they gave them a nice little dinner before they put them in here, so they're probably not too hungry either. Gonna keep casting at the same spot. Seeing some big ones out there. One of them's gonna eat this eventually. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. 3 bites I just missed. Oh my gosh, we had another one on there. Are you kidding me, dude? Oh my gosh, I just had another one. Dude, 5 bites in a row I just missed. I think it might be where I was standing. Just wasn't getting the right leverage to set the hook. That's ridiculous, dude. Just some lazy trout is what they are. Don't want to commit to it. Berkeley power worm, you have served us well. You gave us 5 bites and 1 fall fish. Throw that in my bag. Don't litter. What color should we go with? I think we're gonna go with the most boisterous, annoying color we have. Hopefully this will piss off some trout. Alrighty, let's give it a shot. Oh man, I am starting to freeze out here. We are past the heat of the day and now it's just getting colder and colder. Gotta catch a trout soon. Oh my gosh, dude. What is the matter with these fish? I don't know what the deal is, but these fish are super stingy today. None of them are giving it up for Eastern PA fishing. Well, it's usually around this point in the adventure, if it gets to this point, that I start to look for a little positivity in today. One thing I have to say is that it's very nice to be out here on this very tiny little creek all by myself. Not a single other person was out here. I didn't see anyone, have to talk to anyone. I'm not trying to be mean, but that's a nice thing. It's very nice to come out here, find a little serenity and relaxation. Also, even though we did not catch a trout today, we did catch a fish. We didn't come here for nothing. It's a nice little ride up here. The scenery's great, all that good stuff. Hit that thumbs up button. Dang, did you guys see that? That guy just came right up out of the water. Well, everybody, you can't ever give up. So I actually remembered in my Jeep that I just went and got, I had some Gulp Alive minnows. These actually are legal here, and they have absolutely no action at all. They just stink a lot. Hopefully this will be the ticket today. Nothing else has worked so far. I hate using these things though. I usually don't want to resort to tactics this cheap. Gotta use something that's gonna work. Hopefully this is gonna be it. Well, that's probably the best I'm gonna be able to hook this stupid thing up. These are hard to rig up. Pretty sure this is gonna be the deal. Let's hope that it is. Nothing else worked today. Now these should be illegal in artificial creeks. These things are just so cheap. Pretty much just waiting for a fish to come by and see it and grab it. Every time I pull this out of the water, I'm gonna dunk it back into our little Gulp Alive juice. Got to keep the scent on this thing. Got to keep the fish attracted to it. Once they bite it a few times and they've realized that there's a hook attached to it, they won't come back to it. But this scent might trick them just a little bit longer. Oh, we're getting a bite. We got him. There he is. Oh man, that's why you never give up. First trout of the day if I can land him. Beautiful rainbow. Beauty. Right on the lip. Oh man, he came off. That's all right. Quick release. We didn't really get our hands on the fish, but that was definitely the action that I was finally looking for. That's why you guys never give up. Always got to stay positive when you're fishing. Well, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for this one here today. Sorry for the quick cut to the outro. The reason for that being is my camera died right before I caught a giant trout. So that catch actually isn't on film. So I'm always talking about positivity on my channel when it comes to fishing. So I was pretty bent out of shape that the catch wasn't on film, and I was actually going to scrap this entire project. But I thought, why the heck not? Why not post this? What is the point of being so upset over one little fish that it destroys the whole video? You know, I had a great time out there. It was a beautiful day. I had the entire creek to myself. There was a lot to be proud of. So it definitely wasn't the best day of fishing, but I got out there and did it. I had a good time, and I'd definitely do it again. I hope you guys all liked the content. If at any point you did, scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you're not already subscribed to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel, you should probably do that now. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and stay fishy.